Hello guys, we're back again. Okay, well I'd finished doing that from the last part, and here I just did the 5 here and that there, and then I started doing this so you wouldn't get bored with me doing it. And I'm using for putting this on, I'm using this DMC thread that you got with the pack. I'm gonna zoom it in a tad. Okay, and I've got the book here because we're going to put it into the book. I'm using it's sort of like a slip stitch, but it's a bit longer because I sort of wanted to see the stitches. When you do a slip stitch, you don't go, you would go in really close like that and you don't really see it, but I'm wanting to, I made it a little bit longer so you could actually see it, which added to the character of it. So you go down just in there and then across, and we're going to grab more than what you normally would just to give us that bit of character. So it almost looks like blanket stitch. So we're steaming along with this thing, which is really good. I hope you're enjoying it. Now when we get to here, yeah, I think it needs to go in a little more. Grab it. Let's go on up here. I'm going to grab it here and go over. Yeah, see? This is why you grab more, because it can fray. And I'm going to go at the top there and go back in that same hole. There we go. So we start there. Okay, so yeah, just a bit of a slip stitch, just go down and you sort of go across and lower than what you normally would to give us an extra bit of stitch. This has been quite a rewarding little one. Quite like how it's turned out, they look so pretty. And the beauty of this project that I'm doing, I've got it all set for the next 9 months. Every Tuesday is going to be my vintage sewing, and every month is a new technique. And then on the ones like this one, I've only got 3 videos because it was fairly quick. I'll just do something, maybe stitching with Suze or something like that on the odd week where I only have 3 videos or something. So I mean, I probably could have stretched it over 4 videos, but you don't want to do that. Makes it a bit boring for you guys. Now remember, if you've missed out on a kit, because I only had 15, you can use those. Oh, it's a bit long, a little bit too high. You can use the fabric packs that I showed you in the first video, the ones that I've got, they've got this in there and they've got that and some of the other pieces as well. So yeah, I sort of want to make it available for as many people as I can. Some people might want to just use their own fabrics, which is perfectly fine. and understandable. But if you want to have it looking exactly like this one, there's kits available, and you get the cotton and all that kind of stuff in those the fabric kits as well, which is good. Okay. Yeah, it holds it down a little more. There we go. Sometimes it curls. Okay. Just love the fabrics. It's vintage sewing, and it's all vintage fabrics, apart from, like, that's the only non-vintage fabric, the pink, because I needed something to go with it. But this is a vintage tablecloth which has got those bits to stitch in. When I saw it, I'm like, ooh, that'd be a nice one to do a bit of cross stitch in there. And then when I started this project, I knew exactly what I was going to use. You have to go down a little further because it's starting to fray. That's another reason why you go down further, because it can fray on you. Okay. Now, don't forget to show me any of your projects, how you're going. Because I'm recording this way ahead of time, I may or may not have a Facebook page up. We'll see how we go, because I would really like to see the progress of people, of what they're doing. That would be nice. Okay, right, go down. There we go, and be okay with it being free. Now, just finish that off, and I'm going to use this thread. I keep on saying thread all the time, but thread, to actually sew it into the book. So I'll keep that. Okay. I think it'd be easy tying it off, wouldn't you? But no, I think that's not enough. It ain't going anywhere. Okay, now, okay, actually, you know what I might do? I was going to put the button on later, but I might put it on now, because it will help hold that down. Okay, hopefully you're able to see all of it. Yep, there we go. Now, get some pins. All my junk in the background. Okay. Pin it into. I don't mind that it's, you know, a bit smaller. That's fine. I quite like the look of the cream against the strong fabric. Now I'll probably just show you with this one, because it was such a quick video, that I'm going to show you how I put in this one, but for the other ones I probably won't show you. This is just the first of 9 pages. Okay, gonna be beautiful, a real treasure. Okay, like stuff like this, they're heirlooms. Okay, now since I've got this ready to go, I might keep hold of that, and I'll probably have to rethread and do more, and I'll just keep the double. Okay, and all we're going to do is a running stitch, so you already can get rid of a pin. Okay, all the way around. And using that thread again. And it doesn't matter if it's colour there, because you don't, by the time we stitch the book together, you are not going to see it. That's what I like about the concertina pages. I mean, you can do it the other way that Sarah taught how to do it, if you've been doing, you know, all your journal of stitcheries and all that in that way. You do with whatever you're comfortable with. So yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not perfectly straight, but that's the fabric. So, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind how that's going. I might lower it a tad. There we go. Never did end up doing any of that green, but I'm going to probably use that green in other ones. And the beauty of getting the kit is you've got yourself you know, plenty of the thread. We've got all that left, because you get a whole one, and because you know it's going to work with the pink, you can use it in with some of the others. There we go. Really doesn't take that long to put into here. Quite a fine fabric, actually. Turn it that way, makes it a little easier. I find stitching it in when you've finished so much easier, which is what I did with the Christmas journal. I stitched in after I finished each of the blocks. Much better. I found it so much easier rather than have to do them all at the end. It's stitching as you go, and you've got a sort of a sense of accomplishment for the end of that month, which is good. I'll just stitch until I've run out of thread, and then I'll pause it and finish up. Okay, and then we can stitch the button on. There we go. Such beautiful fabric. I absolutely love it. This is going to be a this one, and the teal one that I've got is going to be a regular feature amongst all the other pages. You'll see it in the next one. Since this is the last video, well, you would have seen it anyway. Well, the next page is the hexagon page, and you either get this or the there's the 4 of the blue packs. So 11 of the other ones, 4 of the blue ones, but I'm doing it in the pink because I love the pink and there was more packs. Okay, just wondering, I could probably get away with a couple more. Anyway, well, I'll pause it and finish it off and we'll be back to sew the button on. Okay, back again, and I've stitched all that down. Now the button will hold that down in the middle, but we'll need something a little bit more, so I'm going to do what they call an invisible stitch. Okay, so you start off about there, and then you go really close to it, almost in the same hole, and then come up really close, almost in the same hole, and then come up, just to sort of make sure that it has stayed down. But I'll do it on the pink, that way if you do see a little bit of it, it's not such a bad thing. Yep, sorry, bringing it close to me, you can't see it. I'll do one on the other side, but I'll do that without you having to watch. Okay, really close to the hole, but not quite, because you don't want to be yep. Okay, and under there, see, that sort of holds that down quite a bit, so I'll do a few more of them off camera, but for now I'm going to sew the button on. So that will hold that part down. Okay. Where is it? Got some thread here. Thought I'll sew the button on, even though it's light, with the darker thread. It'll make it stand out a little bit. You can sort of just see the little invisible stitches. That's why you almost need to do it with a lighter colour. Now, really want that. I'm just going to go through that. Oop. Slippery little guy. Okay. Because it's a cross stitch, we are wanting to do it as a cross stitch. Okay. Okay. And then I'll hold that down in the middle there too, so usually like to do 3 per side, but it's a fairly big button, so right. Just thought it needed something in the middle. If you want to, a heart button probably would be nice, but I just was able to find these good size buttons from a quilt shop They have 20 of them, so I grabbed them. So at least that part is now stitched on, and that's holding that down in the middle. I might go underneath. There we go. Looking good. And there we go. Here is the finished piece. I like it. Quite like that. Little thready bits, that's okay. I don't mind. It is fairly light, but it's not overbearing. I just wanted to, yeah, because it was a pink on the outside. So there you go. That's our cross stitch page finished and put in the book. So next one will be on here. That'll be the hexagons, and then the cut work. It's going to be an interesting one. Okay, well, I'm really happy with it. I've seen here it's even got a bit of a, because it was a tablecloth, it's got a tiny little bit of a stain, but I don't mind it because I did wash it and sprayed, and it's just a reminder that it's a vintage item and it's had a life of its own before. So hopefully this will encourage you to try more cross stitch, a little bit bigger, and that's why it's called counted cross stitch when you count them. And each symbol is a different colour. So okay guys, thank you very much for watching and or participating. Yep, I really am enjoying doing this. I think it has turned out rather sweet. I really like the hearts too. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.